You know I'm a hustler, hustler. You know I'm a hustler, hustler. Well, I'ma break it down one time. I'm the man and I'm letting y'all know. Yeah, we getting that guap, that fit of them shits. Yeah, we stacking that dough. I said I'm a hustler, baby. You know I'm a hustler. You know I'm the man. I'm a hustler, baby. You know I'm a hustler. You know I'm the man. I'm the man. It's been part of the plan. I don't think you understand. I see him on the gram while they take some rubber bands.
In this issue of Lady Hustlers, we bring you once more a case of an Instagram model turned violent attacker. This case involves model Jeannie Exum, who stabbed her boyfriend with a kitchen knife similar to the current trial of Courtney Clenny, who killed her boyfriend Christian Omboselli. And we brought you that one earlier in the year. Now, on October 18, 2021, the NYPD responded to an emergency 911 call for a man named Francis Amore. He said he was inside an apartment on 10th Avenue in Manhattan when he got into a dispute with Jeannie Exum, his girlfriend. He said she then stabbed him in the arm and back with the kitchen knife. This is a good relationship, right? And the only difference in this case and the previous Instagram model case is that the victim survived and was able to be treated for his wounds at the hospital. Shortly after police arrived on the scene, Exum was arrested and charged with assault. But shockingly, she was released from jail without bail after her Manhattan criminal court arraignment the very next day. Now, this case came down to a classic moment where her boyfriend refused to stand up for his rights in his own self-defense. You see, these particular assault cases, which number in the hundreds of thousands annually in America, continue to be plea bargained away because the men who have been victimized refuse to get these women in trouble. You see, in fact, their silence typically lasts until they are in the grave and can't speak for themselves anymore. These men believe that it will cause harm for the gentle, loving girls they have who would stab them in the back to spend a moment, let alone a lifetime in jail for assaulting them. But these ladies have proven time and time again that they have no circuit breaker in the commission of harm to the men they sleep with, lean upon for finances, or claim to love. The judge in this case, who issued her probation, also issued a no-contact order against Exum, which prevented her from even speaking to Amore. While prosecutors had asked her to be held on a $10,000 bail or $50,000 bond for first-degree assault charge, the actions were futile because the judge's ruling was final. You see, after the hearing ended, even worse, Exum ran over to two girls sitting in the back of the gallery and gave them a big hug. You see, she got off. As usual, the aggressor in these cases becomes a bigger victim than the person they have injured. There is no telling how long he and Exum were seeing each other. You see, there are no public photos of their pair together to allow her to stay attractively single to her fans, so she won't appear like she's single. However, Exum has left comments on several photos of him that verify their romantic relationship. 5 days before the stabbing, she called him handsome on Instagram. On the day she stabbed him, she wrote, "You are the moment," in the comment section of the video of him walking through the city. So he was the moment. If only you could kill a moment. Now, Jeannie Exum was back on Twitter following her arraignment. Exum has almost 40,000 followers on Instagram. She also has an OnlyFans account where she describes herself as a free spirit from Alabama with a loud mouth and dirty mind. Since being released from jail without bail, she hasn't been very active on social media though, with the exception of Twitter. Her social media posts are often very revealing. A month prior to the attack, she shared a photo on Instagram of her flashing her breasts in front of an NYPD car without getting arrested. As a do that, you couldn't flash your lower groin, you get arrested, right? Now, as she left court without any charges, she shouted, "Subscribe to my OnlyFans account." Exum even spelled out the name of her account. As she got back to her high-rise late apartment, now this event for her became yet another promotional campaign for being a lady hustler. So it helped her out. Now, Jeannie Exum would use the arrest on her opportunity to tout her OnlyFans account constantly. Manhattan Assistant District Attorney Grace Lunan argued in court that this is a violent case where the victim was stabbed twice, one in the forearm and one in the back. Now, the man who was stabbed was bleeding when he went down to the lobby where a doorman called the cops for him. He was taken to Bellevue Hospital where he received stitches. All this case received media attention. Now, this was only beneficial to XM. Now, how would that same media handle this case if the genders were reversed? How would they do that? How would the police, prosecutors, the judge, and society see this case if it were reversed? For Lady Hustlers, this is Charles. We'll see you again next time.
You know I'm a hustler, hustler. You know I'm a hustler, hustler. What up? Well, I'ma break it down one time. I'm the man and I'm letting y'all know. Yeah, we getting that guap, that fitted, them chips. Yeah, we stacking that dough. I said I'm a hustler, baby. You know I'm a hustler. You know I'm the man. I'm a hustler, baby.